YouTube and Easy Webinar. And so we are talking about moms today. I like to talk about moms. I talk about moms a lot. I have a lot of respect for moms. They do a lot, and a special kudos going out to moms who have back pain or neck pain, headaches, and those sorts of things, because that can just make their job that much more difficult and that much more tiring. And so I see a lot of moms in my practice that suffer from these things, and they just keep going. um, the, there's a silver lining to this. A lot of times those chronic pains are caused or at least amplified by hormonal imbalances or nutritional imbalances that we can actually check for and look for, and we can identify those and try to bring balance back to the body and reduce the severity, if not completely eliminate those pains that they go through day after day, while they still have to take care of their kids, clean up the house, do laundry, sweep, mop, do dishes, all of that stuff. And they just keep going. Sometimes they don't even have help at home. They just have to do it all themselves, and that can be really tiring. Sometimes they do all of that plus hold down a full-time job. And to me, that's just amazing how they can get through all of that and still show up and smile with their kids, even though sometimes they don't want to. Sometimes they just can't. Sometimes they are a little bit short with their kids, and they feel bad for that. I see this kind of thing in my office. They come in, they are just in pain, it's chronic, they don't know what else to do. They've tried going to their medical doctor, they've taken the medications. Sometimes the medications help a little bit, sometimes they don't help at all, sometimes they create side effects that they just can't deal with. Some of them have been into physical therapy, some of them have been to a chiropractor or a massage therapist, and they get temporary relief just like they do with the medications, but it always comes back and it never goes away. And so, a lot of the one of the things that I think we're missing in is checking and doing some hormone testing. How many moms of you out there have maybe tried to go to their medical doctor for pain, and they only get a pain medicine, a prescription for pain medication? And how many times do they get their hormones checked? And or how many times do they actually, take that step further and try to figure out why they're having those pains in the first place? A lot of times we just stop at the symptoms, and we don't go back. That's something that I'd like to try to do in my office, is try to go back. Why are you having these pain symptoms? What is the underlying cause, so that we can address that? A lot of times that involves x-rays, or sometimes it involves MRIs, and sometimes it involves lab work. It really all depends. And I try to really take a look at the individual person, not the condition, and treat the person rather than the condition. So I don't treat low back pain, I treat mothers with low back pain. I don't treat neck pain or headaches, I treat mothers with neck pain or headaches, or even, anyone that comes into my office. But I especially like working with the mothers, because they really have a lot on their plate, and they really do need help. And so I'm really, really happy to help them in that. And one of the greatest things that I hear is, you know what, I can pick up my kids now without having my back hurt. Or, I was able to, bathe my kids for 20 minutes last night without having to get up. And they can take a little extra time at night with their kids and read them a bedtime story. That to me is just fantastic. It reminds me of when I was a little kid. My mom, she had a little rocking chair, and she had four kids. I was the oldest, but she would, almost every night she would hold us in her lap, rock us on her rocking chair, and sing us a song before we went to bed. And that was one of the neatest things that my mother did for us. And I think my sisters would probably agree with that. And so those little things really do make a big difference. So moms, if you are too tired to do that at night, or if you're having too much pain that's just making you exhausted, let's see if we can get you some help. Let's figure out what is going on, why you're having those pain symptoms, so that we can address the underlying issue, so that you can go back and really enjoy those moments with your children without being in pain. So that is all that I have today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was meaningful for you. Please check us out, check out the website, give us a call, contact us if we can help you. Or if you feel like someone else could benefit from this little message, please like and share it. That's all that I have for today. So I will